Hello, beloveds. This is Sophia Mona Lisa of the Golden Ray Center and the Rose Wheel Mystery School. And today is Sunday, June 29th, Sunday, June 30th, 2024. So I've come today to share a very special journal with you that Sophia has been prompting me to put together for a while. Well, she inspired it, I should say, um, maybe about a month ago, and then the push came today that this was the time to go ahead and put it together and release it for you. Now, what this has to do with and why the timing is so significant uh, is related to what transpired yesterday on the 29th, which I'm going to share with you. And it goes back, it circles back to what transpired in January this year, which I'm going to share with you. So yesterday, the 29th, Saturnia, who has been traveling through the realm of Pisces, which, as I've been sharing with you, is the source realm, the realm of your I am presence. She stationed retrograde. And in the past, I've talked about how when the luminary bodies station retrograde, it's an initiation of a vision quest by that luminary body to travel back over an area of the sky, so to speak, to help you discover pieces of yourself, pieces of wisdom that you missed along the way, pieces of medicine that you didn't pick up and put in your medicine bag, so to speak. So this is an opportunity to go back and discover what you missed the first time when the luminary body was traveling through that area of the sky. For me, the way that I relate to that process is very much, I'm sure you've had this experience. You have a favorite movie, and each time you watch it, you hear a different part of the conversation, the dialogue, you see a different part of the scene that starts to fill in the pieces of what the whole storyline is all about. And you have these little ahas around the full storyline that you didn't see the first time. Maybe you didn't see it the second time, but the third time you start to pick up these pieces. And the fourth time, it's like, wow, there's a whole nother piece that you missed before. I myself have even had that experience in terms of reading books, favorite books that I read over and over again. And because I'm at a higher frequency, a more expanded state of awareness, I'm reading what the message is energetically that I didn't catch the first time because I wasn't at the frequency of that message. And I'm sure you've had those experiences for yourself as you've expanded your own frequency and have expanded your own awareness. So this is what these retrograde journeys, these vision quests are all about. And so, as I mentioned yesterday, June 29th, Saturnia stationed retrograde. And I made some notes about this. So I'm going to put on my glasses so that I can reference them for you and get them right so that I don't misspeak. So that retrograde journey, that vision quest journey, began at 19 degrees of Pisces, 26 minutes. And of course, we round that to 19 degrees. Now, she will be retrograding through Pisces for the next 4.5 months, which takes us into November, And on November 16th, she will station direct, and she will do that at 12 degrees Pisces, 42 minutes, which we round up to 13 degrees. Now, a lot of people believe or are misinformed about the fact that when a luminary body stations direct, that the retrograde journey is complete, that the vision quest is complete. And actually, that's not the case. The vision quest completes when, through that direct motion, the luminary body returns to the place in the sky where it stationed retrograde. So this whole vision quest is not going to complete until next February 25th, on the 18th. And that's when Saturnia will have returned to that retrograde point of 19 degrees Pisces, 26 minutes. So, you know, we're talking about, let me just pause and calculate this really quick. Hold on a second. So this entire vision quest is going to be a 7.5-month process. Now, it's important to understand what Saturnia in Pisces is all about. We know Saturnia is the goddess of Capricorn. And so in this Pisces realm, her focus is all about self-mastery, right? Spiritual mastery through spiritual discipline. And so this is a huge push towards your own enlightenment, towards your own ascension through the use of spiritual discipline, spiritual practices to kind of help push you forward over, you know, over the next hurdle, so to speak, in terms of your enlightenment as a part of your self-mastery. Okay, so that's what's happening now. The other thing that happened yesterday, and let me just say that when large luminary bodies like Saturnia make this shift into a retrograde motion, it's a huge paradigm shift. You will feel that shift in energy. And so tap into that shift within yourself, because as a goddess of sovereignty, she's really working with you as an ally with your own inner light, your eternal son of Sophia-Christ, to bring you to that place of knowing yourself as your divine self. So the other thing that happened in the sky yesterday is that Mercury in Cancer, now remember, Cancer is the realm of the moon that we refer to as the Divine Mother. Mercury in Cancer, Mercury is the cosmic messenger in the realm of the Divine Mother. So this message, this prompting coming through from the Divine Mother, Sophia, was making a sextile. That's a 60-degree angle. That's right, the BFF that's got your back, to the luminary body Uranus in Taurus. And so Uranus in Taurus is all about having that enlightenment while you are embodied within this sacred vessel in this lifetime on this earth. And so this dynamic between the cosmic messenger in the realm of the Divine Mother Uranus, the cosmic liberator in the realm of the embodiment energies of Taurus, was saying, okay, here we go. Here we go, Sophia, Mona Lisa. Boom. It's time. It is time with this Saturnia vision quest to present this material for humanity. So that's a big part of it. And as I said, this is going to go back to something that happened January. But let me complete this piece, because sometimes I get ahead of myself. When this vision quest is complete next February 2025, it is going to be complete at a very auspicious time. And that auspicious time is within the window of the Venus synodic cycle, where the evening star will have reached the crown chakra, which is the 7th gate, which is the portal of authority. It'll have activated that gate of authority at the crown chakra. And that activation in the sky by Venus is going to take place at 28 degrees of Pisces. And that activation will be conjunct the North Node, which is showing that this is where humanity is evolving toward, what humanity is evolving towards, aligning humanity with that evolutionary progression. And it's also going to be conjunct Neptune, which is the Lord of Pisces, and in his own sign of Pisces, he represents that golden ray from your divine self, of your mighty I am presence that is descending into you and anchoring with you near your heart, right below the sternum. And it is that which is your sacred flame, your living light of Sophia-Christ, that eternal son of the divine that you are. So it's a very auspicious time that this vision quest is going to be completing within that window before, I'm so sorry, before the activation of the soul star chakra, the 8th gate, which is the portal of ascension. This is a beautiful timing and unfolding. And this vision quest of Saturnia is a huge empowerment for you to be prepared to have everything that you missed the first time that Saturnia went over this area of the sky, to have all of that together for you in your medicine bag before you hit the activation of that portal of ascension at the soul star chakra. Okay, now let's go back to what happened in January of this year, that this is all a part of, that Sophia is desiring for me to share with you now. Back in January, we had the activation of the solar plexus chakra during Venus's descent journey. That is known as the portal of, my mind has just gone blank. So hold on, let me find it for you just a second. Okay, thank you. It's the gate of personal power. Coincidentally, that activation, which was the 5th gate of the morning star phase, the descent phase at the solar plexus, the gate of personal power, it happened on my own birthday. Now, we were activating one of the strands of the Sophia code, which I think it was the 18th strand of DNA. And during that time, we always, when we're activating the next strand of DNA, we always take a moment to tap into our Christ heart and to receive a message from Sophia, either around what's coming online with us with that strand of DNA activation or anything else that Sophia is desiring for us to know. So after everybody shared the messages that they received from Sophia, I recall that one of our Galactic New Earth tribe members said, well, what about you, Sophia Mona Lisa? What message did you get? And I said, well, actually, she told me that I'm going to start receiving more and more communication from the Ascended Masters. And that was really surprising to me. And I wasn't really sure how that was going to unfold or when that was going to unfold. And I was like, okay, so we'll see, right? But meanwhile, before that happened, several months before, I was already receiving indications that Saint Germain, the Ascended Master, was starting to engage with our work with this Galactic New Earth Project work that Sophia initiated back in January of 2023. And I think it was November, December timeframe of 2023 that I mentioned to one or two of the Galactic New Earth tribe members, I'm aware that Saint Germain is starting to show up. So the truth of the matter was that when Sophia said to me on my birthday at that activation of the gate of personal power, at that 18th strand DNA activation, you're going to start receiving more communication from the Ascended Masters, it was really, on one level, kind of like a validation. Yeah, so I am aware that Saint Germain is starting to show up with our work. And this is kind of like, okay, the door has been opened. We're crossing the threshold. And sure enough, in a spectacular way, that's when the I Am teachings that Saint Germain brought to the West came in to our realm in an almost instantaneous way. Okay, so at that time, I was guided by Sophia because I had been explaining to the tribe since about August of 2023 that this whole Venus synodic cycle of the Leo divine royalty goddess was going to be very different for us from the Capricorn sovereignty goddess journey. And Sophia was like, okay, it's time to tap into your Christ heart. It's time to be receiving messages from your inner Sophia Christ. Maybe you call it your inner divine self. You may call it, your inner God goddess. And so after that activation in January, she said to me, all right, it's time to start modeling this to the Galactic New Earth tribe members. And so I was doing the work of tapping in on a daily basis to my inner Sophia Christ in my Christ heart. And she was giving me messages. And I was guided to make a series of slides where I was actually documenting the messages from her. And she explained that they weren't just for me. They were for me, and they were also for the Galactic New Earth Tribe members. And by sharing these messages with them on a daily basis, which I did do, I was aware that the intention was that it would inspire them to go into this daily practice of tapping into their Christ heart and receiving their own messages, their own inner guidance from their own divine light, from their own inner Sophia-Christ, right? Your inner guru, all right? Now, I don't know what the effect of that was, and it's none of my business, right? I just do what I'm asked to do. And so that brings us full circle. It was Saturnia's vision quest initiated yesterday with the cosmic messenger in the realm of the divine mother, and the cosmic liberator in the realm of embodiment, bringing forth this impulse. It's time for me to share these messages that I received and shared with the Galactic New Earth Tribe members over the course of about a month. It's time to share them with you. And my hope and prayer is that they will also inspire you to start an inner practice or reinitiate a practice where you tap into your Christ heart and you really feel the presence of your own eternal Son, and become to know yourself as that living light of Sophia-Christ. So with that intention, I offer these messages to you in devotion to Sophia, who asked me to share them with you. Now, I'm going to go off camera so that you can watch these slides without my presence and really take in the messages, feel them. If you can take a moment, do some deep breaths, tap into your Christ heart, and really connect with your inner light and feel the frequencies of these messages that, as I said, Sophia said, were for me and are for you, right? Because we're all one. And I'm going to be playing some background music. So the music that I'm going to be playing is a piece done by Karen Drucker. I don't know if you're familiar with her as an artist. This piece is entitled In the Stillness, and it's from her Shine album. And I did purchase, just to be in integrity here and to be fully transparent, I did purchase this album of hers from CD Baby. And so that's where where I believe that I have the authorization to play this music of hers with these slides without having any copyright violations. So without further ado, I am going to share my love with you, heart to heart, and I am going to bring up the messages from Sophia and the music of Karen Drucker, In the Stillness. Much love to you. Until the next time. Bye-bye.
In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is love. There is love. In the stillness of this moment, there is love. There is love. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is love, sweet love, yeah, sweet love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I feel love. I feel love, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I feel love. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment I am peace. I am love. I am peace. I am love. I am peace. I am stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of